What if I told you the 2010s were far more dramatic, chaotic, and revolutionary than you remember? From a hidden disaster that shifted global power to a technology that quietly took over your everyday life, this decade changed the world forever, and most people didn't even notice. Here are 10 mind-blowing facts you missed about the 2010s. Fact 1. The smartphone explosion. In 2010, most people were still using old, chunky keypad phones. But by 2019, the world had completely transformed. Smartphones became so powerful and so widespread that they reshaped how humans communicate, work, learn, and even think. The evolution wasn't just about design, it was about shifting from a tool to a lifestyle. By the end of the decade, the smartphone was no longer a device in your pocket. It had become the center of modern life. Fact 2. Instagram changes the world. Instagram started as a simple photo-sharing app in 2010, but almost overnight, it became one of the fastest-growing platforms in history. Filters, influencers, viral posts, these weren't just trends. They created a new digital culture and changed how people viewed beauty, creativity, and success. And within a few short years, Instagram wasn't just a social network. It was shaping global culture in real time. Fact 3. The rise of meme culture. The early 2010s turned memes into something much bigger than jokes. They became a global communication tool, a new language made of humor, symbols, and quick reactions. Memes traveled across countries faster than news headlines. They shaped conversations, inspired movements, and sometimes changed public opinion overnight. The decade proved that a simple image could unite millions. Fact 4. SpaceX makes reusable rockets real. For decades, rockets could only be used once. But everything changed when SpaceX landed its Falcon 9 booster vertically on a drone ship in the middle of the ocean. A moment that once looked impossible suddenly became normal. This breakthrough didn't just reduce the cost of space travel. It opened the door to a future where exploring space is cheaper, faster, and more accessible than ever. Fact 5. The Bitcoin boom. In the early 2010s, Bitcoin was a strange experiment worth almost nothing. But by the end of the decade, it became one of the most explosive financial stories in modern history. The rise of Bitcoin introduced the world to blockchain technology, decentralized money, and a new era of digital finance. Whether people loved it or hated it, the 2010s proved one thing. Cryptocurrency was here to stay. Fact 6. Google's AI beats a world champion. In 2016, something incredible happened. Google's AlphaGo, an artificial intelligence, defeated one of the greatest Go players in history. A moment experts believed was 10 years away. This wasn't just a victory in a board game. It was a signal that AI had crossed a major threshold. From problem-solving to creativity, machines were beginning to think in ways humans never expected. Fact 7. The hidden cost of the selfie era. The 2010s gave rise to the global selfie culture. Millions of photos taken every day, everywhere, from concerts to tourist attractions to everyday moments. But behind the fun and filters came a hidden shift. People became more aware of how they looked, how they were perceived, and how they compared to others. What started as harmless fun slowly reshaped confidence, self-image, and mental health across the world. Fact 8. The emoji language takeover. Text messages used to be plain words. But during the 2010s, emojis became the world's fastest-growing form of communication. People started expressing emotions, reactions, and entire ideas through tiny symbols. Emojis crossed language barriers, cultural differences, and age groups. By the end of the decade, they weren't just decorations. They were universal language. Fact 9. The return of pop culture fandoms. The 2010s were the decade fandoms went global. Concerts, conventions, movie releases, and online communities grew into massive worldwide movements. Fans weren't just watching. They were participating, creating, and influencing the entertainment industry itself. From K-pop to superhero movies to online fan groups, The decade proved that pop culture had become a powerful global force. Fact 10. The first photo of a black hole. In 2019, humanity achieved the impossible. Scientists captured the first real image of a black hole, a glowing orange ring in the darkness of space. It was a scientific breakthrough decades in the making, combining telescopes from around the world into one massive Earth-sized observatory. For the first time, we saw the edge of the unknown, a place where space and time collapse into darkness. The 2010s were a decade of silent revolutions. Technology, culture, science, and human behavior transformed faster than ever before. And even though the decade is behind us, its impact is still shaping the way we live today. If you enjoyed this journey through modern history, make sure to join me for the next episode. The past isn't as far away as it seems.